Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to May, which means it's a time for another declutter. So I will have to tell you that I have already decluttered a few things this month that I'll kind of tell you about as we go along, but yeah, let's just jump in. Okay, so the first thing I decluttered was my Hourglass palette, actually. I just used it a few more times and just decided that it really just isn't for me. I don't know if it's just like, I do have some Hourglass products in individual pans that I like a lot. So I don't know if it's just the palette or like what, but I figured that I should just get rid of it while I can. And so I did. So that's gone, and I decluttered a Charlotte Tilbury blush. I also decided that I'm going to get rid of this Nabla highlighter. This is in the shade Amnesia, and I do think it's really pretty, but I think it's just slightly too dark for me on the skin, so I am going to be selling this. And it pains me a little bit, but I'm also going to declutter my Charlotte Tilbury palette. This is from Holiday 2019, I believe, and it is really pretty. But I used it the other day, and I just don't really feel like I'm going to be reaching for this over anything else. So, yeah, I'm going to declutter this. It does hurt a little bit, but that's okay. And then I am going to give the rest of this to my sister because I have another one, and she said that she would happily use this up for me. So I'm going to send it to her because I'm about to send her a giant package of makeup. Okay, I'm also going to declutter this Versace Bright Crystal Rollerball to my sister because I think she'll like the scent a lot, and I also have a bottle of it, so instead of this just sitting here and going bad, because I used to travel with rollerballs a lot, but I'm not really doing that these days, so I'm just going to give this to her so she can use it. Okay, so jumping into actual makeup. So we can start here in this very messy top drawer. I had to buy a new Charlotte Tilbury powder because I didn't show it on camera, but my son actually broke what was left of mine in the Toddler Does My Makeup video. There wasn't like a ton left, so I'm not like really upset about it, but I did repurchase that recently. I also have to say that I don't really like the Tarte creamy Shape Tape all that much. I really prefer the original formula. I am, glad that I tried the creamy one, but I just don't love it. I think I'm going to keep it around for this month, but I don't know. I think it's definitely not one I would repurchase, and honestly, I think if you like the regular Shape Tape, I don't really think it's worth trying the creamy formula. All of my mascaras in here are so good. I did recently buy this Milani concealer. I am very curious about this, so this foundation I've really been liking. I bought it recently at Sephora, and it just looks so beautiful on the skin, especially if you're doing like a video or photos. And the Purito BB cream has been on repeat in my life as well. So this drawer I'm pretty happy with. There's just like the creamy Shape Tape that I don't love. Actually, I think I'm going to declutter this. I'm just going to send it to my sister because I don't like it. So there's no point of me keeping it. So in this drawer I have a lot of like bronzing things. This is the Tarte Seychelles little bronzer, the number 7 powder, which I know people say this is a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury, but I really prefer the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Maybelline concealer in the shade Medium. I bought it to use as like a bronzer. I kind of wish I'd bought a little bit of a darker shade, but it's not terrible. This is the River bronzer that I like. My Natasha Denona Love Mini Nude. I don't think there's anything in here that I'm going to declutter this month. I like all those products. This is the ColourPop blush sticks. This was in the box to send my sister, but I pulled it back out just now. I don't know, I kind of want to try it again. So, Jacqueline Cosmetics, Jacobs, and the MAC Hyper Real Glow Palette. I'm going to keep all of these things. I also have my Shiseido foundation down here. I'm going to keep that as well. These are all little things for decluttering. In this drawer, my Gucci bronzer. I think I'm going to declutter this because I've been using the Desi Vitamin C Serum and I really like it, so I'm going to get rid of it. And everything else in here pretty much gets used regularly, so I'm just going to put that in there. Up here, some lip products. I'm gonna send my sister this Frank Body lip gloss. That. Just have some Fenty glosses in there. Honestly, I've really been wearing all of these, and I'm not mad about keeping them. So I'm just gonna leave those for now. Let's see, in here, I am going to declutter this YSL powder. It just doesn't work as well as it used to. I do feel like I used quite a bit of it, and I didn't think it was really beautiful, but it's gonna go. And then everything else in here, this e.l.f. blush is just like okay, honestly. Like it is pretty, and it's not terrible for the drugstore, but do I need it? No. So I'm gonna I think I'm gonna give it to my sister because I have like a bunch of other peachy blushes and I'm sure she would appreciate it. I also recently bought this like e.l.f. Liquid shadow, and these just don't really have staying power. They're really pretty, but they just don't really last, so I'm not sure. I might play around with it because I do think it's really pretty. Up here, I'm gonna get rid of this Smashbox foundation because it's like way too light for me. Like this doesn't even really match me on my playlist, and I bought it with Ulta points, so can't really get my money back for it. So I'm just gonna probably try to sell it or give it to my sister depending on what her shade might be. But everything else up here, I'm not going to declutter this yet, but I really need to replace my MAC paint pot. But everything else up here I'm like really happy with at the moment. Like nothing jumps out at me that it needs to go. So let's move over to my makeup storage. Alright, so I'm not going to lie, it's been a very hot minute since I first recorded the first part of this video. But I really wanted to finish decluttering for this month, so let me just continue with that. So I decided I'm going to get rid of the Maybelline Dewy and Smooth foundation because it just looks really bad on my skin. I don't know. I might see if my sister wants it. This I have mostly finished up, so it's going to go. This is also mostly gone. This Lash Freak mascara, I tried this and it was so awful. It transferred so badly and it got all over my contacts and I just really didn't like it, and I don't even want to try it again because that was so awful. So that's gonna go. And then my poor Charlotte Tilbury powder met a terrible demise, so that is also going to go. Moving down to my blush drawer. So I had pulled both of these back out of my decluttered blushes, but to be honest, I don't really like either of them. I feel like this blush stick just kind of like disappeared on my skin, so that's gonna go. And then I didn't like the color of this. This is Pinched, I think. I don't know. I really want to like these, but I really just like don't. So I think I'm going to declutter Pinched, and then I might try Nectar and see if it looks better, and then I'm pretty sure this Cloud Paint is lighter than that. So I'm just going to keep those for now so that I have them when I have this urge to buy liquid blushes again and remind myself why I don't like them. So yeah. This is Wild Honey by Becca. It's so pretty for the summer. I'm really excited to pull this back in. I honestly don't know how I feel about this Rare Beauty blush. I bought the shade Nearly Neutral and don't know if I love it. I'm going to keep trying it, but don't be surprised if that goes sometime soon. This is pretty much where I am with my blushes. I think this MAC Glow Play blush is probably going to go soon. Not because it's bad, I just think that it's getting old and these kinds of products have like a date on them. And then this is going to be on the chopping block. I kind of am having a hard time deciding if I want to keep this or not. Because like I never love using it. I never really reach for it, but I don't like hate it. So I'm really on the fence. It's in Honeysuckle. And then I really like these ones. This Jaclyn Cosmetics compact is just so bulky. I don't know. She needs to change her components. I hate them. But moving on. Okay, so now we are in bronzer and highlighter. The only thing I really want to get rid of in here is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It's not that it's a bad product. It's just so bulky, and I never like putting this in my main makeup area because it's so big. Like, I hate that. And then these Glossier Play drops kind of don't look like anything on the skin, my skin at least. But I'm not sure if I'm ready to get rid of them. I don't know. And down here, kind of the same thing. I'm going to get rid of this NYX glitter glue because it's like exploding at the end. Camera's not focusing. But yeah, it's like exploding. And I did recently buy a new one, so I have that. And then all of these mini mascaras are just kind of like backups and stuff. Yeah, I think everything in here is good. In this drawer, this is just like eye products. I think I might get rid of the Charlotte Tilbury gold thing, not because it's bad, but I just never really want to wear gold. Like, there's nothing really special about this product, if that makes sense, and it's like pretty similar to this one. So yeah, I might get rid of this. I don't know. I might get rid of it. And these are just backup concealers, powder, my face palettes. I took this out of my declutter pile because I really wanted to try it again, and it actually is very beautiful. So I'm gonna keep that for now. This NARS blush palette, I've been loving using this. This Jouer palette is just okay, and this Becca palette, I don't know. I don't hate it, but I'm not sure. And then as far as my eyeshadow palettes go, down here, I don't think I'm ready to get rid of any of these, but I kind of don't want to keep the Going Coconuts palette. But then I'm nervous if I declutter it that I'm going to want it again, but I think I might declutter it that in the next couple of months. I don't know. I'm kind of just over ColourPop. I don't know. But we'll see. But anyway, I think that's it. I'm really sorry this video is probably like disastrous all over the place. It was definitely filmed very hurriedly and in many different times. So please come back next month for a more put together declutter, and I'd love if you subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.